the famous Bass of Doom, as it's been called. It's back in the circuit, apparently. You know, it was lost for quite some time or misplaced. We're glad to have it back around again. Very fortunate to have a good friend of ours, Robert Trujillo from Metallica, be the owner slash caregiver of the bass for now. You know, he's giving me the opportunity to play and record on this Yellowjackets album because of our relationship and how he feels about my father. So it's pretty awesome, you know. We got the bass, we have a kind of joint custody thing going on, and he plays it with Metallica, and he's like, here, go ahead, take it. You want to record? It's yours. It's great. It's really great. It was refinished almost 30 years ago. My father had asked to have it redone. It had seen better days up until that point. It does look a little different than what most people are used to seeing, the kind of worn sunburst body, and it's got the sound still. It's still a beautiful instrument. Everything's still the same, just pieced together a little different. That fretless bass is the one that everything was recorded with. All the Joni Mitchell, all the Weather Report, everything was done on that bass. My opportunities come to me in these situations where I feel very lucky and grateful to have these opportunities. If it was my choice, I might not necessarily be that bold to step out and ask for a gig with a caliber of musicians as these guys. It is almost like someone's calling me out and saying, hey, you think you're good enough, or, you know, are you willing to take the opportunity? And most times I would have to say no, and I felt that way. But as I've become more confident and been playing music longer and longer, I'm self-taught, so for me it's all about who I play with and how I play and the opportunities I take. The Jackets contacted me through a good friend of mine. Bob Mincer is good friends with Jeff Coffin, who's from Bellyfleck and Flecktones and Dave Matthews Band. They've been good friends for a long time. Obviously I've known Bob too, but Bob contacted him and was like, would you think Felix could cover it? And Jeff was totally honest and said, yes, please. And knowing that I would probably take up some of his time, because I've been playing with Jeff Coffin for a long time in his group. It was kind of word of mouth. They got a hold of me and I had to say yes. As scared as I was, as much as I was shaking in my boots, I had to say yes. I took the opportunity to talk to Jimmy Haslip at the beginning of this transition. I just wanted to hear it from his own voice and make sure he was okay with me just keeping the seat warm for a little bit. He's been nothing but, you know, gracious and a very nice and respectable friend and musician, and considering what he's handing over to me as a torch, you know, I couldn't ask for more. Up until this point, like I was saying, a lot of my musicianship has been through the different groups and different styles, and that's been my learning experience within music. So I started with Bobby Thomas Jr., who was the percussionist with Weather Report. We had a trio when I was like 15 or 16. He is a huge part of the reason why I'm playing music. I started with him and then gravitated towards playing with Jeff Coffin and his mutet, as he calls it. We've been going strong for 10 years now. And it actually got me prepared for a lot of this that I'm going through with Yellowjackets, because Yellowjackets are not easy music. Their entire catalog is not easy by any means. Jeff Coffin definitely helped out a lot with that transition. And then I got a bunch of friends that I've played with over the years. Cindy Blackman, I've played with her for a little bit as well. Hopefully get to play with her some more. Cindy Blackman Santana now. Victor is one of my best friends. I trust that man with my life. He's been there from the beginning. He's given me opportunities also along the way. It's a benefit to be in the position that I am. I've been treated almost like royalty, but I still have to, you know, still have to gain respect. So, but I've had some great friends over the years, and Victor's definitely one of them.